Good early morning, everyone. Saerin here. It's time to play some PowerWash Simulator. They have just released the Back to the Future, I guess expansion? I guess that'd be the best way to call it. Map pack. And we're gonna play through it. Maybe we'll get through it all today? I don't know. It's like 3 a.m. Probably be playing till 6 a.m. We'll see how far I can get. Universal Studios needs help with the production of the iconic film trilogy. You're gonna see some serious dirt. Oh, okay, so one of the best things about this game is that even the side content, they managed to fit it into the main story somehow. So, I have no idea how they're gonna do this. Maybe, Doc will come pick us up, bring us back in time. Maybe he's sort of our exploits because he can travel to the future, and they're like, oh hey, there was this great, person who power washed back in the, whatever year is this? What, 2020s? Yeah. Alright. So we haven't completed any jobs, so we're not gonna be able to do that. Alright, Doc Brown's van, Twin to Pine Small, 1984. Now, okay, so we're actually going to the year 1984. PowerWash Services. Want to get into the movie business with us at Universal Studios? You see, I'm a producer currently on location, looking at a dirty prop and wishing I had a big old water pistol to wash it down with. When I said as much on set, my intern pointed out you in the phone book. I had no idea power washing was even a thing. I don't think it was in 1984. Anyway, but apparently people watch it for hours on their VHS. Who knew? Think you could be up for coming down and helping us out? We loaned a medium-sized truck to another production. It's come back filthy as anything, and we need it for our next shot. Thanks a lot. Alright, so from the, I guess, unnamed film producer, who would that be? Did, Steven Spielberg produce it or just direct? I guess I don't know. Let's find out. Oop, that is loud. Alright, there's the familiar ambiance. Let's take a look around. Oh my god. It's the mall exactly. Wait. Oh, okay, that's a sign. I thought there was like an overlay, like a MMORPG pointing out my quest objective. I have to go back and watch the movie and see if they had just this super plain sign on the side that said film sale. Now I'm curious. Pictures back in 1 hour. This, of course, this is what the Libyans run into after Marty escapes to the past. Oh, invisible wall. Another invisible wall. We're not able to get any close. I'm just gonna assume that this is visually just one-to-one for what we see in the movie. Right. If you're not familiar with having watched me play this before, or any stream before, basically we're just gonna clean this. We're gonna have a nice calming time. I'm gonna do something, I guess, every time I look for a thing which I call the moment of Zen. And I think for this one there's not really a good choice other than just doing the roof as the moment of Zen. So I will watch that last. Here we go. Hey there, welcome to the set. I realize now that I have everything at 100% volume. It is thunderous in my ears. Hopefully that didn't pick up on the, OBS. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna turn down the volume. I'm Alex. I'm a total whiz with a pager, so the producers have asked me regularly to check in with you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We're not getting text messages, we're getting pager messages. It's 1984 after all. None of this exists. Hey, good morning, Caius. Thanks for coming around. I love having you. I bet you're excited to be on a movie set, aren't you? I know I am. So, I'm still not clear on how we ended up in 1984. And also, wasn't it 1985? Oh, right, it would have been shot in 1984. I'm an intern, but I'm so excited I haven't slept for 2 days. Alex. Your work is being exploited, son. Thank goodness for the sugar rush of waffle puffs. Oh no, he's gonna get hyper, isn't he? Alright, now I can turn down the volume. I just didn't want it to interrupt the paging, which I don't know if it does. But I like reading a story. I like trying to figure out where this fits into the overall story, if it indeed does. This might be the first time they have decided not to do that. Anyway, We're looking for the dings. Gotta hear them dings. Oh, do I have the up to the extension? The nozzle. Yes, I have the trident nozzle. This is, of course, the best object in the game. You get it very late game, but once you have it, you can use it in any, oh, what am I on? Oh, light pole. You can use it in any level. Dr. E. Brown Enterprises. 24-hour scientific services. How did this get so dirty, by the way? Were they driving it through a rust storm? And who needs scientific services for 24 hours? I'm very confused by all of this. What could you possibly need scientific services for at 3 a.m.? So the movie's called Back to the Future. I wonder... I'm not sure if it had a working title that early in production. I know, back, but to the future? How is that even possible? Good question. I kind of want to watch the movies again. I actually just watched Back to the Future 1. I should watch Back to the Future 2 tonight. No joke, the title alone is making my brain fizz. I'm wondering if they're going to mention any of the people working on the movie by name, or if that's going to break some copyright agreements. From what I've already seen, it's just the tip of a huge, mind-bending iceberg. A planned trilogy? Such a thing had never been done up to this point. I'd tell you more about what's going on here, but I haven't seen the script. They're keeping that closer to their chests than a spandex-type tank top. You know what? I don't think I have any of those. I should get some. But what I would give to read that thing. Okay, oddly sexually charged dialogue from Alex there. Alex. He likes the ladies. He likes the tight spandex tank tops. Maybe I can get one for him. I'm sure he'd look good in it. This game looks so epic that I think I might just get my pressure washer out from my garage. Start pressure washing the back of my house. I hear that this did cause quite a number of people to start pressure washing everything they could find. I don't know if you've seen me play this before, but it is pretty extensive. Somebody who worked on this game actually pressure washes and is a pressure wash enthusiast. Of course, part of the problem is it's called PowerWash Simulator. And they actually point this out in the game at one point, and that power washing requires the water to be heated. But don't worry, they address it in the game. Basically, we're just ignoring it. From what I can tell, the movie's about a high school kid who's best friends with a mad scientist. He's not that mad. I mean, he's a little off his rocker. Oh, the high school kid's name called Marty McFly. Sounds like a Scottish insect, but he's really cool. One of the things I want to point out something here, but I'll wait until I'm done reading text messages. The scientist is called Dr. Emmett Brown, and he looks like he's had one electrical shock too many. Looks a lot like Einstein. Alright, one of the things... Hey there, Seshex, thanks for joining me. I'm surprised you guys are both still awake. Holy crap. It is Friday night / Saturday morning. Always love seeing you. Thanks for coming around. One of the things I wanted to point out here is that, I don't know if we'll have this scene here, but when Doc Brown is first demonstrating, actually the first test of the time machine, he forces Marty to stand in place with him, points the car at both of them, and then hits the gas pedal. And I'm like thinking at this point, if this thing doesn't work, they're both going to die. And Doc knows this. Is he trying to get into like a murder-suicide pact with Marty? Because that seems a little bit weird for a, 70-year-old man to do with a 16-year-old boy? I don't think that's a proper way to act, Dr. Brown. It's a little weird. Don't unknowingly involve people into your suicide pact. That's all I'm saying. I think we can agree that's probably a good role in life. Oh, there's like a little... Oh, okay. God, there's a lot of internal surfaces on this one. Whenever you see that, golden flash, that is me hitting the tab key. Luckily, unlike real life, the dirt shines when you press the tab key. I would kill for that in real life. Figure out where the dirt is so I can eradicate it. Oh, got some under here. One of the things you'll notice about me is I'm a very twitchy player. And, that's not palsy, that's just how my hand moves when I'm playing this game. I mean, I hope it's not a palsy. Arthritis will probably rob me of the use of my hands, but I'm hoping I don't also have cerebral palsy. Probably not. I think you have to get diagnosed with that early in life. Anyways, enough of that topic. We are nearly at 80%. I'm going to try to get to 80% before I start the moment of Zen, because otherwise I'm going to have to read text messages. But damn, there's a lot on top of this. Oh, maybe I can get... Yeah, let's do the... I think I can get more of the front. I can get this. And I can get this. Just a little bit over here. Getting them things. That's the endorphin rush we're looking for. Anything over here? Okay, I guess I'm not going to be able to get 80% before I start the top. Let's see... Let's see what has not been cleaned yet. Alright, loading door, loading ramps, loading crossbar. So it sounds like a lot of things in the back. Let's go take a look. Squeaky clean. That's what I like. I like when things are squeaky clean. Oh, let's mark one. Loading door. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Well, what am I missing? Probably the top of the door. Okay, let's do this. I'm not going to clean the whole top, but I'll get around the edges. Yep, that's what I need to do. The producers are loving that suit of yours. Hey! Marty does wear a suit just like this. It's the one that protects him from the plutonium, and then he wears it into the past and they think he's an alien. Is it available for day hire? There's a couple of scenes that it would look perfect for. Well, I can be in your movie. I don't mind. Hey, a star is born. I think I'm gonna have to get low. Get low, low, low. Yep. To get these lights, I'm gonna have to get low. There we go. Alright, after these lights are finished, I'll do the moment of Zen. But what could you need scientific services for at 3 a.m.? What is Doc Brown doing 24 hours a day? I think he's really just running around, taking care of the needs of the ladies in town. Those are the kind of scientific services I would look for from Doc Brown. Alright, loading rack crossbar, roof and roof trim, that is all. Alright, so here it is, your moment of Zen. god, wait. Wait! There's no achievements? Oh no. Oh no. I might have to redo this level. Alright, here's your time-lapse. I should have looked at what the achievements were before I actually did this level. Alright. Moment of Zen is just I give you a little bit of silence at the end of each level. Van looks fantastic. They said it'd be fine under the grime. In fact, you've done such an amazing job. We'd like you to stick around and wash down the most important vehicle in the entire film. Thanks a lot. Oh, I hope it's, Biff Tannen's, red Corvette. No. Of course, it's probably the, DeLorean. Alright, give me just a second. Let me see what these achievements are. I'm thinking DeLorean, but I'm hoping it's going to be like a fake out. Alright. So we've got one achievement for each job. Alright. Holomax Theater. Alright, so here's the best part. There is no extra achievement in this level. This is the only one without one. And then the Holomax Theater has 2. Alright. Let's just make sure I'm not going to forget any of this. Okay. There are 2 achievements that are clean an item first. So I will have to be sure that I keep those in mind. Otherwise I'm immediately going to lose my chance at them. Alright, here we go. Let's find out what the next one is. Think I know. Alright, hello again. Meet our movie star vehicle, the Time Machine. It's a car that's been modified by the genius inventor Doc Brown to incorporate a flux capacitor. Should you really be talking with me about this? It seems like you're giving a lot of details about the movie to somebody who's not involved with it. Alright, fueled by bootleg plutonium naturally, it reaches a top speed of 88 miles per hour in no time, so to speak. Anyway, writing those timelines is cold work, which is left it covered in temporal ice and astral particulate. Basically, our props department have had a field day with it, and we need it clean for one last take. Oh, and we'd really appreciate it if you kept everything that you've seen today under your hat, or rather mask. The future depends on it. Thanks a lot. Alright, I guess we, he just realized he should not have told us all this. Probably should have just not sent the text. Poor guy, he's gonna get fired. We got that guy fired. Alright, let's see, so we got this clean. So, the extra achievement here, I think will happen at the end of the level. So let's just take a look at our target here. Alright, just a standard DeLorean. Most of them look like this at this point. I think there's only like 5 left in the world. Oh, hey, full moon's out. Well, now I'm curious if there was actually a full moon that night, if you can see it in the movie. You know what? I don't care. Let's see. Alright, let's get started. Oh, what do I want to do for Moment of Zen? I guess probably just the top again. Maybe this whole mess. Yeah, I think I'll just do that whole mess as my Moment of Zen. Alright, let's start cleaning. Once this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Hey Alex! How incredible does this car look, right? It looks pretty cool. I never really cared for the DeLorean's look. No idea what all the bits are or what they do, but it looks exactly like how I'd imagine a time machine to look if it was a car. You know what? I actually wonder there's probably a wiki out there that knows the purpose and name of every single one of these parts. Because nerds are weird, and we obsess over things. By the way, we've had to keep the gull wing doors locked. Aw, I'm not gonna get to look inside. Damn. The team have installed some highly sensitive electronics that don't mix well with water. You say so. I'm gonna get in there. Don't worry, I will get in there. I'll find a way. Gotta watch out for determined Saerin. I will find a way in there. From what I've already seen, there's going to be a dog aboard. Ah! There's going to be a dog! I have to learn about the dog. Hold on. Alex? Uh... Also, from what I've already seen, there's going to be a dog hopping in and out of it all night anyway. Okay, whatever. Now, in this scene, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It's hard to pick up what everyone's saying unless you're stood next to the boom mic, which I'm not allowed to do as I fidget too much. Poor guy. I think I would be terrible on a movie set. Because, yeah, I can't stay still or quiet for too long. It's hard to... Oh. However, judging from the last shot, Doc, the car's inventor, has an extremely clever dog that's capable of driving a car. No, I'm sorry. It's done by remote control in the movie. Hi! Are these missiles? Oh wait, they actually... Oh, emergency coolant tank. In fact, they all have names. Here. Reactor control unit. And so forth. Well, I could have just looked at the top left of my screen and I would find out what they're all called. Ha! Number plate is out of time. Of course, so... I grew up watching Back to the Future pretty much at least once a week, so... Like when I was 4 or 5. Just to let you know, they're planning on testing out time travel special effects soon, so watch out for that. I don't know how that could have worked my young mind, especially with all of the weird sexual tension between him and his mom. Probably not good for my developing mind at that time. Yeah, I can confirm when you're done on this car, they're going to put it through its paces. Okay, so that is the secret achievement I'm supposed to watch as the car time travels. I can't imagine anybody would miss that achievement. You're about to see some serious special effects. Yeah, if I were actually on a movie theater or a movie production set, they'd probably ask me to leave pretty damn quick. I can't stay still. I just can't. Like, I have to be moving my hands or cracking my knuckles. If I have one of those water bottles that are quote-unquote disposable, I'll be crinkling it over and over again. It's just not good time, man. I would definitely be asked to leave. Alright, I think I'm ready for the moment of zen. I don't see anything down low that isn't clean. So let's take a look. Auto mufflers. I've always wondered what those were called. Cooling unit, emergency cooling tanks. Yeah, this is all stuff up top. I'm looking for anything that's close, like this one. Tires. I'm missing one. Alright, let's find the missing tire. It should be flashing white. There it is. God, these powers would be great in real life. Just the ability to see dirt and what isn't fully clean. Of course, I would go everywhere just being like, activating the power and then being like, ugh, this place is gross. I don't want to be here. Just like, I would never eat in a restaurant. I'd always like look at the table and be like, nope. 100% this is not happening. Let's see that. Yeah, there's probably some stuff from underside I can get. Alright, that should probably about do it. Wing mirrors, 96. I'll probably get those from above. Roof, of course, that's what I'm doing last. Steam release pipes. This all looks like stuff that's in the part in the back. So here it is. Your moment of zen. wait. Oh my god, it's going, where's it going? Oh, there it is. I guess you could, should I be worried about the fire? Oh, it doesn't hurt. Can I put it out? I can put it out! I can put out the fires! Alright, so there was actually an achievement there where I was supposed to watch, I thought I was supposed to watch the DeLorean disappear. Oh, in the movie, it stays gone for a minute and then it comes back. Maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe it will come back in a minute. Let's find out. Oh, fire's out. Oh! It does! It comes back in a minute. Oh, and there's the achievement. 88 miles per hour. Watch the time travel machine reappear. Nice. Well, I got everything I wanted out of this game. I can go home now. Time lapse. There I am right in the corner. Just wanted to drop you a note to say thank you for doing another perfect job. Anyone who goes the extra mile certainly has a future in this industry. We won't hesitate to contact you should anything else come up, which it almost certainly will. There's no messier business than show business. If you need a review for your local directories listing or whatever, Alex will sort it out. I guess I'm done with the first movie now. We're probably going on to the next one. Let me wet my whistle. We've been playing for half an hour. Half an hour, that's not that long. So let's keep going. Hill Valley Clocktower. Hey, PowerWash Services. It's film producer again. Oh no, it's still 1984, so we're still on the first movie. Any chance you're free to come down to the Universal Studios backlot? We're just wrapping up our film's incredible climax sequence, where the special effects team threw everything at our clock tower, even lightning. Now the film's in the can, we need it meticulously cleaned down for the next production. You did a fantastic job on our vehicles, so naturally you're the first person we thought of. Thanks a lot. Alright. So these building ones tend to take a little bit longer, usually around an hour each. So, I think there are... Well, of course there are 3 more levels. I think only 1 or 2 of them are building levels. Hold up. Okay, so that's the spare achievement here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, there's 2 more environment levels and then another vehicle level, but the vehicle's one of the big ones. They usually take a long time too. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to clean last. We got our scaffolding. Something that freaking I never knew was that the scaffolding can churn if you churn the middle mouse wheel. I did not know that until Kachan taught me it. Thank you, Kachan! Alright, definitely we're going to save the clock for last. It looks like we can actually go inside. So I'm going to start with the external parts I can reach here. And I'm going to try to not have to move this as much as possible. Alright, here we go. Welcome back. Alex is still here. We've left the front doors open so you can use the staircase. Should make cleaning that stuff up by the clock much easier. Should. I still haven't seen the script, but I've watched them film this scene 1,000 times, so I can talk you through it. Alright, we're gonna leave the clock and those panther statues for last. Seems like everything is coming clean real easy though. This is luckily not a level where the grime is caked on very hard. Those tend to be kind of annoying. Ooh, love the capitals. those are some nice capitals. Look how clean they come. Alright, so I'm just gonna clean my way around these guys. Oop, I'm gonna save you for later. Savor the flavor. Cut around that clock. Oh, I can just barely not reach that corner, so let's use the long extension. Cleaning around the clock. And fellas, oh, careful, watch out for the face. And fellas, make sure you keep your clock clean. Nobody likes a dirty clock. I want something waking me up in the morning. I want to be nice, gentle with me, smell pretty. So if you're going to shove your clock in my face, make sure it's clean. This was a PSA brought to you by Princess Saerin, proponent of clock cleaners. Hell, I'll do it for you. Heck, this is no longer a PSA, this is an advertisement. Saerin's clock cleaning services. Your clock is dirty, think of Saerin. Oh, no, I can't do the weather vane. Or whatever the heck that is. Cannot reach that high. Oh well. I have to think of a jingle for my new commercial adventure. When your clock is filthy and you want it to be clean. Wait, no, that's too many syllables. When your clock is filthy and you want it clean, pick up the phone and call Saerin. I did it! I think I'm going to make $1 million with this idea. I'm going to go call the Yellow Pages right now. Tell them to put in my advertisement for Saerin's clock cleaning services. And I've got to make sure they spell it right. There's no L in clock, right? No. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. That looks right. C-O-C-K. Yep, okay, that's right. So ducks climb the clock tower. That's not how you spell clock. I think it's because he's scared of 3 things. Big cats, heights, and lightning. And I think he's trying exposure therapy. You know, I think Alex actually has a better movie. I kind of want to see this edit. I want to live in the universe where Alex's version is the right one. His plan is to hug the sculpture of a puma, then zipline his way to the ground in a thunderstorm. 3 birds, 1 stone. Oh, imagine what they'd have to do earlier in the movie to establish that Doc Brown is afraid of cats, heights, and lightning. But when he emerges onto the ledge of the clock tower, he sees the puma. He panics. He's bitten off way more than he can chew. Alex, you are a national treasure. Never change, buddy. Oh, I gotta find out if there's an intern on the original movie named Alex now. This person might actually exist. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna try to clean as much as I can from here. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a little bit of a different angle on some of these pillars. They're probably dirty all the way around. It's really cool. When you clean from one direction for quite a long time, when you move, you can actually, well, of course, it makes sense. You can see the shadow of things you had in, like the dirt shadow of things that were dirt that was hiding behind something from your point of view. Obviously, it makes sense. That's what would happen in real life. But it's just so funny that you can get like a well-defined shape in the dirt. Anyway, as you can see, I can just barely not reach that corner. So let's make it even longer. Gotta use my ultra-long extension. Fellas, that's right. You call Saerin, She'll use the ultra long extension on you. You'll be longer than you've ever been before. Don't worry, 100 perfectly safe. I use all natural processes. As for the lengthening process, it's part of the service I provide during clock cleaning. And again, I'm getting real twitchy with my hand here. I am, probably imagining my hand being on another object. Don't worry about it. Doc tries to focus by pulling up the zip line from his friend Marty below. Marty tries to warn Doc about something. Probably that the Puma statues have come to life and they're attacking him, oh my god! Not sure exactly what, as his timing stinks. It's the middle of a thunderstorm and Doc can't hear a thing. You know what, that did always annoy me about the original movie. Obviously Marty is desperate to tell Doc what's going to happen in the future by that point. But trying to yell it up across an entire freaking rainstorm. So Doc returns to his exposure therapy and hugs the Puma. It cures him. Ah, I love a happy ending. Plus Pumas are cute. Whoop, I'm falling. Now on to fears 2 and 3. I am actually curious into how he thinks Doc is going to handle them. It's like an adventure game. You're given 3 tasks and you have to do all 3 before you can move on to the next segment. Alright, I can stop using the long extension. Back to the short. When the clock is filthy and you want it clean, pick up the phone and call Saerin. I don't even know. That jingle is like that exact melody is used by like 95% of bad sitcom jingles. Doesn't matter. I'm trying to think if it was ever actually used in real life. It does sound a little bit like the Sara Lee one. Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee. But, nope, not exactly. I hear that in Futurama a lot. Like the fake commercials they used to have at the beginning of every episode. Pretty much like 80% of the jingles were of that format. There's actually one, the Futurama DVDs, you have to recognize this. They don't even really release stuff on DVD that much anymore, and when they do, they don't have commentary anymore that I've seen. And maybe I just haven't bought a Blu-ray or a DVD in a very long time, but it feels like you don't get this anymore. Anyways, when I was buying the Futurama DVDs, commentary on every single episode was pretty much the standard at the time. So I'd watched Futurama enough times that I was like, well, let's see what they gotta say in the commentary. And I gotta say, they have some pretty cool stuff that you learn about the show. One of the things is that one of the episodes has an opening that was an advertisement for molten boron. And originally, they recorded it as Nobody Does It Like Molten Boron. But the commentary track is like, oh no, we found out later that the Sara Lee one is actually Nobody Doesn't Like Sara Lee. And I'm like, oh. They actually went through a whole process, edited the sound together, took the N sound from the end of molten and put it in between does and t to try and fix it. Every time I listen to that episode now, I'm like, oh yeah, I can hear that. It doesn't sound quite like humans could make the sounds there in that order, in that precise way. Can't imagine the session where they're like, dude, we have to fix this, people are gonna know. It's not does it. So much sleep lost over something that I didn't even notice until they pointed it out to me. It's actually odd because I actually thought it was Does It Like Sara Lee either. Nobody does it like Sara Lee. Now what the hell am I talking about? How did I get here? I just blacked out for a while. I'm talking about Sara Lee. What the fuck? Anyways, call me for clock cleaning and lengthening procedures. I'm your lady. Which Godzilla movies have I seen? Oh, I'm stuck. I'm trapped. I actually, a couple years ago, started to go through the entire Godzilla series and King Kong from the beginning. I got only like three movies in. I watched King Kong, Godzilla 1, 2, and Godzilla vs. King Kong, or King Kong vs. Godzilla, and this is the one back from the 60s, not the most recent one. And that's as far as I got. I haven't given up. I will get back to it someday, but it's one of those things where it's like, I was having fun doing it actually. The first Godzilla movie is pretty crazy. It's a lot more serious than you would have thought. Like, at that time Godzilla was 100% a XP for the atomic bomb, and a processing way for Japanese people to get through the idea of being fully annihilated like that on a citywide scale. Anyway, the others are goofy. So what I was doing was I was watching the Japanese version, followed by the English version, and of course they put Raymond Burr into the English version of Godzilla along with bad voiceover and terribly shot insert scenes where we're supposed to believe that this man is in Tokyo taking care of the relief efforts. I'm like, or not, I guess he was a reporter or something like that. But anyway, of course he turns into the big white hero. At least a little bit. Anyways, so I got through the first one. I watched the second one. The second one, the English version is actually called something else. It's called like, Gojira. No, it's not Gojira. No, it's not Gamera. I'm gonna look this up real quick. It's called like Gidra the Fire Demon. Give me just a second. I have it on my, what's it called? Media server. Under movies, it starts with a G. Gigantus the Fire Monster! And it is a completely different movie. Not only did they rename Godzilla, but they changed like key elements of the plot. The only thing that doesn't change is how Godzilla dies. So it's actually a pretty cool movie. It's almost worth it to watch. Back in those days, to watch both the Japanese and English versions of the Godzilla movies, because they end up being so different, and you get to have like a little peek into the thought processes of the people who were localizing movies at the time. They were not looking for, exactness. They were sometimes just cutting it into an entirely new movie because they thought that's how it would sell better. Anyway, King Kong vs. Godzilla is mostly the same movie, the 1960s version, but I think they insert an English character into a couple scenes, but the rest of it is pretty much untouched. And it does feature one of the craziest scenes I've ever seen, which is a large number of island girls hula dancing King Kong back to sleep, squaring off against what would one day be his best friend, Angurius. He in fact did. But yeah, it's an entire scene where they drug King Kong, and then hula dancing girls lull him back to sleep with their island rhythms and movements of their hips. And I'm like, okay. Kind of hot, actually. Apparently, well, I mean, this was established in the first King Kong movie, but King Kong is attracted to human women and finds them soothing. Nobody knows why. He really shouldn't. Kind of a freak, that King Kong. I'd like to think that he is not the last of his race, that he's just like a freakish giant monkey who has like a paraphilia where he's attracted to tiny human women. All the rest of the giant apes ostracized him from their society because of it. The storm is really brewing now. To connect the zipline, Doc has to walk along the ledge and north into the base of the Clocktower's weather vane. They really did. Doc Brown and Marty McFly, they really do go through, like, life-ending danger for each other, and it's sweet, but also kind of gay. But the ledge crumbles beneath his feet. I mean, there is something there. I don't know any elderly gentleman that I'd give up my life for. That must have been what Marty was warning Doc about. The ledge is substandard construction. Somehow, Doc holds on and tries to plug in the zip line, but it's pinned down by this awful log. It's a log, it's a log, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's a log, it's a log, it's better than that, it's good. Another reason he fell asleep was because he had ingested the juice of a local berry that contained narcotic properties. Yeah, they called it, what did they call it? Sphinx or something? It was something like oddly Arabic, or I guess Egyptian in nature. They called it like Sphinx berry or something. Yeah, the actual thing that kicks off the whole plot of Godzilla vs. King Kong, at least in the 60s, was that an evil corporation was trying to get the berry rights for these narcotic berries to sell around the world. Alright, what were the berries in King Kong versus Godzilla, 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 and Godzuki. This is ferrolactin. Ferrolactin? They called it Soma in the English version, but that's not what I was thinking of. Oh, Faro! I thought it was Faro. The island is named Faro Island, F-A-R-O, which, you know, in Japanese would probably be like Faro. Which might actually be a portmanteau, because it sounds like fallow, which means uninhabited or barren. Faro Island is actually inspired by an actual place in the Solomon Islands called Faro Island, which was occupied by Japan during World War II. The language spoken on the natives in the Faro Island incorporates English phrases like go back, wrong place, you two. They didn't have words for you two. Anyway, so yeah, I thought it was called Faro, but that's the name of the island. So I was like, why is it called Faro? And I never got that question answered, which was aggravating at the time, but now I know I was just a big dumb. Okay, the doors are not at all dirty inside. Oh, there's some clean. Doesn't that seem a little gay to you? You, sir, are a big gay. People... Oh, there's some that needs to be cleaned. If you haven't seen Venture Brothers, at least the early seasons, probably up to like season 4 at least, God, it's so good. I have not seen the newest, like, I think it's season 8 is where they finished it. I've seen up to like season 4 or 5. But there are 2 nerdy characters in the show, both of them vassals of the monarch, who are every conversation they have is just brilliant. It's stuff that I've had conversations with my friends about, like if Smurfette is or if the Smurfs are mammals. And I submit that while they say this right in the show, that Papa Smurf has a fucking beard, they have to be mammals, but there's only one female in the entire group, which implies a species that lays eggs. And these are things I've thought about even before I saw that conversation. Mainly because when I was a kid, I was always kind of jealous of Smurfette. And, yeah, I mean, she gets like an entire harem of guys to go through whenever she feels like. Except probably for the fashion obsessed Smurf. I forget his name. Was it Bashy? No, no. Vane. I think it was a Veiny Smurf. No, it can't be. It can't be Veiny Smurf. Smurf that's vain. Vanity Smurf. If you were called Veiny Smurf, that sounds like a euphemism for someone's penis. You got like a boyfriend who has like maybe a little bit darker skin, maybe it's got like a little bluish tinge to it. I would call that a veiny Smurf. I would nickname his penis that. But I'm not a good person. Alright, I do not mean King Ghidorah. Or have I? Oh no, I have not seen King Ghidorah. I have seen some of the Gamera movies, but only what's been on MST3K. And since most of those are in early seasons, I haven't really watched them that closely. Like, I'm a fan of MST3K from the sci-fi years on, and like, a little bit later I reached back into the Joel years on Comedy Central, and I like them. They're pretty good. I started to watch, but the Mike year, I'm sorry, I watched the Mike years on, like, I went back and watched them eventually when I got the, entire collection through completely legal means. Oh, the bell. Oh, there's actually an entire section here. Holy crap. Anyways, I like the Mike episodes. Joel is a little boring for my tastes. Anyways, so since most of the Gamera episodes are Joel episodes, I haven't watched them really. What was I doing? I got confused. Let's look around. I haven't looked around. Oh god, I can just imagine Mr. Sandman playing right now. We got all these prop cars from the 50s. Stevenson Baker paints. Your color here. Oh, that's probably, I can't make a joke there. Alright, Stevenson Baker paints. And wallpaper. Oh, and wallpaper. Hodson Message painting and decorating? What the... Is this like... Did they like push this shop over to the side? They get like this tiny little storefront and they have that entire thing. I feel like they were rivals at some point in time. Mueller's Crafts. Gamera's theme in the show is a fucking banger. Gamera, Gamera, something something Gamera, something something Gamera. I don't remember. Oh, we believe in Gamera, we believe in Gamera, we believe in Gamera. Why is this covered? What? This would be the diner, wouldn't it? Yeah, for some reason they have the diner covered. I don't know why. Maybe the diner was copyrighted? I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a gas station here. Roy's Records, coffees. Wait, no, this is the diner. Lou's Cafe. That's not... What is that covered? I don't know what that is. Lou's Cafe. That would be where he ran into his father for the first time. Anyway, I just wanted, before I forget, so the actual story of Smurfette, I had to look it up. She was created by Gargamel to try to lure all of the Smurfs to their doom. But if there's a race of things that have never seen a woman before, why would they be sexually attracted to one? Why would they have enough to lure them into danger? Not to mention also, Smurfette, after created by Gargamel, had kinky black hair. And after she becomes good, quote unquote, she has long, straight blonde hair. So do with that what you will, but also remember the creator of the Smurfs really supported the rise of Adolf Hitler. Alright, ask Mr. Forster Travel Service. 10 days in Cuba. Ask for details. God, I wonder how much that would cost in the 50s. Oh my god, Cuba! It used to be like an adult playground, I forgot. I'll have to leave a link to that in the server. Okay. Oh, and the King Ghidorah movies? Okay. I thought you were talking about the theme that they have for him in MST3K. Which, come to think of it, I don't even know why I thought that. Bluebird Motel. You know, it's weird to think that Cuba was like a rich person playground in the 50s. Kind of changed since then. Alright, wait. Okay, so this is the road that Marty comes up and disappears along. I'm just taking a look around, enjoying myself. I don't really have that many memories based on the Clocktower. I remember the movie. The things I remember most about the movie whenever I think back about it in nostalgia is, pretty much his mom being a total and utter slut. Really a woman after my own heart. I know that all of her, like, sexual focuses are on Marty, but, I think it's kind of weird how, overboard they went. It almost feels like she was just looking for any man. Oh! Wait, how do I do this? Ghidorah is Godzilla's rival in this series. Ah. That must have been... Oh! There it is. Interact! May it stand for all time. In the Clocktower job, ring the bell. And I have done so. Alright, I have to reevaluate here. I still think I wanted to clean the clock last, along with these pumas. Let's take a look at the shadow we made. Yes, that is a nice clear definition of the puma's head. Good one. Oh, I've even got the fangs. You can see the fangs in there. Probably because I hit his head quite a bit. Why does the clock... Oh my god, it has, lightning burns on it. That's what those are. They actually hit the clock with lightning. In the movie, obviously it was Ghostbusters technology. Oh! And here's where Doc Brown comes out on the ledge, and where it crumbles! Oh my god, this is so clever. Alright. Oh, I have to duck to get in. What is the duck control button? There we go. Alright, let's clean this inside part first. Back to work. No more reminiscing. No more thinking about how, Leah Thompson? Is that the name of the actress? Anyways, no, I don't want to think about how Marty McFly's sexy younger mom, probably changed some important things about my young psyche. God, I did have such a crush on her. Leah Tomlin, was that it? Something like that. They actually did a pretty good job with making her look old in the 80s. That's not an easy feat, to make somebody look that much older. Sorry for the confusion, don't worry about it. I am pretty high, so the confusion is going to happen no matter what I do, or you do, or anyone does. I've always wondered, they have a specific pattern to the dust that ends up hanging upside down, and I'm wondering if that's, like, similar to what happens in real life. Because it does look like, places where, like, spider webs would have, probably snapped and then collapsed in, bringing all the dust with them. I think that's what they're going for on any, surface that hangs, you know, facing downward. What is my... No, I'm still using my plug. I don't want to be using the long extension anymore. It makes the jet too narrow. How the fuck did they get this part dirty? When lightning strikes a surface, it does burn all of the stuff attached to that surface, like a layer of dust would turn into probably a layer of grime like this. But they used the same texture for inside Lara Croft's mansion in the Tomb Raider series. How could they be reusing assets? Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. I love it I love watching these gears come clean. Gonna have to get inside all them little teeth. All those little teethies. Clockwork is mystifying to me. I know it's all just ratios and geometry, but Jesus Christ. Eventually Doc frees the cable, but the storm's directly overhead. I gotta wait for the dirt to come to me on these gears. There's no time to question his fear of heights. He has to zipline down to the ground before he gets electrocuted. So how are you gonna explain when Marty's driving at him? He makes it fear 2, tick, onto the lightning. I like his version of events. Oh, now on the ground he grabs a cable glowing with lightning as Marty drives past in the car. That is one thing. Of course, I don't care. It's Hollywood, but the fact that he is faster than the speed of light kind of bothers me. Doc celebrates overcoming his final fear by dancing in Marty's fiery trail. Still doesn't get that this is about time travel. Sex with his mom. Yeah, that is probably the best joke in the entire series. How quickly his mom is like, you know what? I want to fuck this person. They feel familiar to me. Random question, but would it be in character for Lara Croft to be a nudist? Ooh. Oh my god, that's a hard one. So, let's see. Let's take a look at the evidence. Lara Croft, from what I have only watched, so disclaimer, I have played the first 6 Tomb Raider games, which, the ones from Crystal Dynamics. But I don't remember a lot about Lara's actual personality in those games, because I think she was rather silent, and I don't know if she even responded during cutscenes. No, she had things she would say at the beginning of levels, didn't she? But it was all generic, let's get this going, or, hey, we're here. Anyway, so it's kind of hard to judge. For me, it's kind of hard to judge Lara's personality from that. In the movies, I have seen, I think only the first movie, of course, you had Angelina Jolie playing her. And Angelina Jolie, if I can say, she usually takes characters who are a lot like herself. And Angelina Jolie, if you did not know, is pretty open about matters of sexuality and, closeness. I feel like, yeah, Angelina Jolie would be into nudist activities. And if we're going by that metric, then so would Lara Croft. But if I am... The only other place I've ever run across, actually talking or dealing with Lara Croft is actually in this very game. The Tomb Raider Special Mission Pack. Now, in that, she is mostly... she's mostly concerned about getting her stuff clean. But she also references a lot about trying to fit in with rich society. You know what? I don't think that evidence is going anywhere. Let me think. She has fancy dinner garden parties for her wealthy people, but she hates them. And yeah, I kind of figured she's got that rebellious spirit. I think if she weren't a nudist in the more literal sense, she believes that, wearing clothes is never necessary, I don't think so. But I think she would be the type of person to actually, go visit nudist beaches and enjoy the activity. Yeah. Part-time nudist, that's what I think. Because she goes to a lot of places, like jungles and stuff, where it would make sense for her to, just strip down and get cooled off a little bit, but she never does, so probably not the most forefront on her mind, nudist activities. That would be my final verdict. Feel free to disagree in the comments. I'm not going to call to action anyone on whether Lara Croft is a nudist or not. But if you feel the need to say anything about it, yeah, I'm not going to stop you. Now, if I'm going by where I really know Lara Croft from, which is Rule 34 pornography of her, yeah, 100% nudist. Hell, I'm surprised if she's ever even wearing a bikini in the stuff I see her in, which always tends to be very tiny. Mostly just like maybe three, maybe 4 triangles. Maybe less than that. You know, just like a normal bikini. Every bikini I've ever owned has been like that. No. I do have one, but I've never worn it out, unfortunately. I have been to several nudist beaches. It's not, like, there's no such thing as a private beach, at least not on, the coastline of America, like the Gulf Coast, Western Pacific and Atlantic coasts. There's no such thing as a private beach. There are a few places that are set up as nudist, but they tend to restrict activities there by quite a bit. Anyway, and then nudist beaches are 100% illegal in Mexico, but you will find the odd one, especially impromptu. It's like one of those things that is not well enforced. Anyway, what I was going to say about that is that I did have a bikini that I was going to wear, but it seemed more like it's kind of discouraged. Like, if you're going to wear anything on the way or at a nudist beach for a little bit, it would be kind of... If you're not familiar with the movement, it's not supposed to be a sexual movement. So wearing something like a micro bikini to a nudist beach would be kind of frowned upon, because you're kind of like putting it out there that you did come here because you're expecting to meet someone and have sex. Anyway, so I was going to wear it at one point out in public, but I felt like that would be poor taste. Probably not get me welcomed back. Alright then, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me talking about time traveling incest and clock polishing services. Remember, tell all your friends. If your clock is filthy and you want it clean, pick up the phone and call Saerin today. And don't, if they question why it's a 900 number instead of an 800 number, just let them know it's worth it. $5.95 for the first minute, $3.95 for each additional minute. God, I actually forgot until I made that joke that their 900 numbers used to be a thing. They might still be. There might still be some people out there calling them. But they were stupid expensive. Like, I would see commercials for them on late night TV where there's like multiple dollars per minute. And I'm like, who's calling these things? Who has that much money? You know what? I should probably work on one of those. If they were still a thing. No. Oh, I can... Okay, now it's clean. I think you can get your Lady Reads Pornography Allowed to You fix pretty much for free these days. In fact, hell, I would do it for free. Anybody wants pornography read to them? I'm your lady. I just have one stipulation, and that's you promise not to behave while I'm reading it. Let those hands roam. Don't worry about it. Alright, looks like this room's mostly clean. Let's see if there's anything I like hanging out here. Clock cogs. Which one is still dirty? Cleaning this clock. Oh, there it is. There's probably like some stuff up top I can still get. Hey, they gave me a letter right here. Yep, the entire top needs cleaning. Alright, let's see. Clock dial. Clock face. Clock hour hand. Clock minute hand. All expected. Clock rim. Let's go give that clock a rim job. Clock ceiling tower beams. That's going to be in here. Clock entablature. I don't know what that means. Let's find out together what entablature is. Clock tower pediment ceilings. Okay, anything else that's close to finished? Shutters and shutter frames. Oh, there's another thing. Entrance door frame. Lamp lights. Alright, so there's quite a bit here. I don't know. I am not traveling anywhere for either holiday this year. Okay, so there is a beam here that needs to be finished cleaning. It really depends on if I can find time. I won't be working, for a couple days next week, so the odds that I find enough time to do it are good. Let me think for a second. I have been looking. One of the things I've been doing tonight was I got caught in kind of a porn spiral, and I was looking for games that I could play on stream. So just to take you down my thought processes here, for anyone watching the video, this part is going to be probably for adults only. Anyway, I ran across a picture of a girl being molested by two men on a train, and you know, that's a familiar thing if you're at all familiar with Japanese stuff. That's a very common situation. Anyways, it got me thinking about like a service where like there was like a train car that people knew about. If it ever came around, it's just full of, you know, older men, and if you want to be molested by them, you can get on that car. And like everybody knows about it, and like one day I hear about it, and I'm like, I gotta try this out. This sounds right up my alley. Anyway, that put me on a porn spiral looking for more people who are willing participants in train molestation sort of roleplay type situations. Anyway, that put me down a whole rabbit hole. I started like looking for games where you would go into that situation, like the first time maybe not knowingly, and then become addicted to it and want it more and more. Anyways, I think, I have actually played some hentai games about very, like, stuff like that, situations like that. Anyway, so I've been looking for things to play. It's how that story started and ended, but I felt I should keep talking. Anyway, private stream, yeah, I mean, if I find something I want to play on stream like that, and I think I have a couple candidates, I might get it going. Okay, come on, stand back up. Okay, there we go. The problem is, if the ceiling is too low, it can keep you from standing up. Okay, there we go. Okay, be careful not to clean the clock rim quite yet. We're gonna give that clock a rim job, but he's gonna have to wait for it. Oh, you're a dirty little clock, aren't you? You're waiting for that rim job. I know you want it. Trying to clean around the pumas. We will check their undercarriage for any sign of... No. Sometimes sculptors put things in that they never think the public will see. Probably think, yeah, nobody's ever gonna come up here, see what's actually between the puma's legs. I can render a full-on anatomically correct puma. Don't worry about it. I would say statues are probably... Aww. We got nothing. I mean, there's a little bump there that would be like where the sheath would be, but nope. Also, to everybody I just disgusted when not expecting me to say something like that on stream, I am very sorry. Anyway, I've covered this before if anybody has not realized. I mean, I would be, if I weren't a computer science major, I probably would have tried to go into biology. I find biology fascinating. Anyway, it's always funny to me when some form of art correctly renders, like, an anatomically correct animal. Like, there was that whole thing a while back with, what was it called? Red Dead Redemption actually rendering horse balls that got bigger and smaller depending on the temperature. And everybody's like, ha, horse balls. That was a good time for me. Yeah, like the bull on Wall Street, they have like the sheath actually on the sculpture. I would say for the most common things to actually have an anatomically correct animal is sculpture. The least is probably animation. It seems like everything is Disneyfied, and you can't show that animals have genitals. Weird. Weird thing to draw the line at, people. I mean, what, you thinking about animal genitals all the time? Because nope, not gonna see it. I'm trying to clean these pedestals without cleaning the pumas entirely. Wait, why are they called panthers up here, but pumas in the text? I have been fooled once again. And I thought I would not get fooled again. I even swore to myself I won't get fooled again. I got on my knees and prayed. Alright, another pedestal over here. Alright, that just leaves the pumas and the clock, I believe. So let's clean this clock. Clock rim, only 20% rimmed. Oh, what's the entablature? Let's find out what the entablature is. Shutters. What is entablature? My university has a live tiger. Those guys are cool. I would love to see... I want to pet a live tiger, but I don't want to give anybody who keeps big cats in captivity any of my money. So, don't know how I'd ever pet a tiger without dying. Alright, Clocktower entablature. What is that? Oh, that's like a facing element, isn't it? Entablature. So it's going to be... crouch down, please. Going to be somewhere out here. Pediment, pediment trim, pediment ceiling. Be careful, guys. Don't fall afoul of a pediment. They're out there looking for you. Okay, entablature. Okay, so it's this stuff here. Does it count the underside? It does not. So, entablature... But this is all clean. What isn't clean in the entablature? 5 of 7. So there are 5 entablatures here. Maybe the ones to the side Oh, the ones to the side count. Alright, I gotta get higher. I'll take you higher. What's funny is that I've been flashed by some bozo once or twice. You've been flashed? Like, by the tiger? I think you may have lost me here. Now I'm curious what you're talking about. Well, now I'm listening. Alright, up we go again. The tiger flashed you? Well, that just means you're... Oh yeah, this is the wire. Oh, I bisected the wire. That can't be good. Well now I just envy you. This guy's bragging about the time he got to see tiger balls. Alright, plaster shafts. Well, it sounds like a fun time. Sure, why not? Plaster shafts. Plaster shafts. Oh! Wait, no, that's not a plaster shaft. Oh! Those are the ones against the wall. Okay. Okay, so this one is still unclean. I'm just thinking back to... This is a joke, Val and I make quite often, but the time in Tiger King where one of his employees loses their arm to a tiger, and the first thing he says is, I am never going to financially recover from this. Like, wow, dude. That's cold-hearted. Alright, plaster shaft. Which one is... Oh, plaster Oh, it is done now. Plaster capital. Did I get the plaster shaft? All of them? Plaster shaft. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about plaster shaft. No, we can dig it. Alright, panther statues. Not intentionally. Lamp lights, what are those? Probably indoors. Clocktower shutters, I believe, is upstairs. Alright. Back up we go. Fuck your dad. Alright. Oh my god. So yeah, this took about an hour to complete. A little bit longer, these building-based series. Oh shit! I was supposed to do something. Oh no, what was it? Please tell me I'm not gonna have to play this again. Okay. Ah. I scared the crap out of myself. Alright. So for the next 2 levels, we do have one item that has to be cleaned first. So when I get to the next level, I have to remind myself very, very strenuously to look at what I'm supposed to clean first. Alright, Clocktower shutters. I do not want to miss my chance. Alright, where is the dirt? Let's go down. Looks like it's on the other side here. There's a little bit right there, but probably not enough to matter. Oh, there it is. There we go. And then something about the lamps. Lamp lights. Lamp lights. Lamp lights. Not that. I guess they'd be out on the face. Now, oh yeah. Those 2 lamps right there. Okay. There it is. Can I get it from here? Oh, never mind, I'm falling. Okay, lamp lights are done. Alright, that leaves clock dial, clock face, clock hour hand, clock minute hand, clock rim job, and, panther statues. Alright, so let's get back up there. Whoop! I'm falling. You know what? Ah, fuck! Jeez, I got stuck on that thing. Let's do the clock room job before the moment of Zen. Alright, just start over here. Make sure you circle all the way around. That's how it's done. Needs pointers. You have to make sure you circle the entire rim at least once. It's only polite, if you ask me, when you're cleaning a clock. Alright, make sure you get it nice and wet. That's how the max effectiveness of the rim job happens. And make sure it's really wet as you're working. Alright, and if you're a bit squeamish, it's okay. Just stick to the outside. Never hit the center. Because if you hit the center, there's always the possibility you might get, something you don't want. Just stick to the very outside of the rim. I myself am a little bit squeamish. I don't really care for the rim job part of the clock cleaning. But I will do it if upon request. After the first time, most people request it the rest of the times as well. I mean, why would you want your clock cleaned without the rim job? Alright, I'm getting a little too far into the center here, so let's look for parts that I haven't actually hit well enough. You'll find this happens quite a bit. You're just not thorough enough to finish the job. So find those spots you think you missed and go at them as hard as you can. Oh, there's a bit. See? If I hadn't explored, I wouldn't have found out that I was missing a bit. You don't want to miss anything when you're doing a rim job. There we go! Rim job complete, guys. Look at that beautiful rim. Well, I've done everything I can about the rim. Let's clean this clock. Alright? And here it is. Your moment of Zen. guys. And I hope you realize that while I was cleaning your clock, I also cleaned my pussy for you. So, now that your clock is clean, my pussy is clean, let's celebrate. Yay! Hey, oh, I didn't read this. What does this say? Oh, oh, all the people from this town who lost their lives in different wars. Well, that's sad. Anyway, hearing that reminds me of a scene from Ted 2. Oh, no, I don't know. Do we even want to hear this? I actually don't do well with stuff that's gross. Like, I mean, I do okay with it. I just, I don't know. Is it really gross? If it's really gross, don't tell me. Anyway, time lapse. Whoa, I'm floating. Let me get something to drink. My throat's getting gummy. Yay, I caught myself jumping. Alright, that's one heck of a job, PowerWasher. Thank you. Can't wait to sit down with the editors now, get those scissors working. Really feels like we've been missing. We've been part of something truly special here. We couldn't be more pleased with your work, and if anything comes up, we'll get back to you in the future. Ha! Thanks a lot. They said the thing. They said the thing. Alright, next up we have the Holomax Theater, 1989, so that, yeah, of course, that's the, Back to the Future Part 2. Take a breath, Saerin. Hey, PowerWash Services, how's it going? Hopefully you enjoyed your previous time with us and would like to come back for more silver screen jet wash action. We've got the green light for another 2 movies, which we're filming back to back. For these, we're time traveling all over the place, back to the wild, wild west of 1885, into the far-flung future of 2015, and even into a bleak alternative present. It's a real mind melter. Unfortunately, the first minds to be melted were those of the production crew. They started work on the Hill Valley Town Square of the future, built this incredible-looking futuristic movie theater, but then trashed it as if it's in the bleak alternative present. You know what? I'm getting the feeling that I'm in danger of melting another mind here, so let's just say we've got a grubby and strange-looking movie theater we'd like you to wash down in your inimitable and excellent fashion. Thanks a lot. Film producer. Ted went to use his friend's laptop only to find thousands of porn files out in the open. You know what? Some people don't care. Okay, well I figured out, well I didn't figure it out, they just told me. The reason the movie theater, I guess, was covered in the previous episode was because it was not the same movie theater that should have been there, and I'm guessing that everything else is going to be covered in this episode. Because they only were going to make one Hill Valley set, not 2 different ones. Anyway, start job. They weren't going to render the entirety of Hill Valley twice. Yep, everything else is going... Yeah, everything that doesn't belong here is covered up. Although, I'm kind of wondering, are the things that still exist actually in the future version? No, everything was futuristic. Okay, so oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! I'm gonna die! Shark still looks fake. Anyway. Alright, Sussex, thanks for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Let's see here. What is available? There's a lot more invisible walls this time. Can't get to the center. Yep, I am stuck over here in the corner. Alright. Hey! Oh, it's the mark. And here we go again. That was worth an achievement, by the way. Activating the holographic shark. Ah! Alright, Jaws 19. I hope it's as good in the real future of 2015 as it was back then. Alright, there's one thing we need to clean first. It is... Let me look it up. It is... the grid wall. So let's find out what the heck that is. I don't know what the grid wall is. Grid wall. Nope, hit that button. Grid wall. There it is. What are you? Grid wall. Oh! Oh, the Cineplex! The thing that actually announces the movies. Got ya. Got ya, got ya, got ya. Damn! If I had a choice for Moment of Zen, that would have been the thing I did last. Oh well. Can't win them all. So now I have to pick something that I clean last. Probably the roof in its entirety, because I like to be up high when I finish. Hey, Power Washer, welcome back to a small dirty corner of the future. Hey, he's not an intern anymore. He made it to production assistant. Good for him. When they finish this set, the entire town square is going to look like it's 2015, if you can imagine that far forward. Yeah, I don't think I can imagine the far-off distant year of 2015. Also, I've heard some rumors about the film's predictions. I'll run them past you once I found my notebook. Oh no. No, please, I don't think I can handle more of your versions of scenes, buddy. So that reminds me, I was watching, the newest Grimbeard video. Hey, Sinasa. I can barely imagine back to 2015 at this point. Oh my god, that's a good point. I remember being so excited on the day. It was like September 19th, 2015 or something like that. I remember being so excited and being like, oh hey, it's the Back to the Future Day. Marty McFly's somewhere out there. This time not trying to fuck his mom, but, probably doing something with his daughter, I don't know. That can't be controlled, he's got a family fetish. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, the newest Grimbeard video is about a cyberpunk, game that was made in the 90s, I think, called Synergist. And it's set in the far-off distant year of 2014, but of course everybody has, like, robot butlers, and, the drink carts will take your order and serve you. Which I guess is something that might actually happen in real life nowadays, but, not that common. Right, does the back... Damn it, I fell. Does the back count as the same as the front? I fell again! Oh, come on. Yes, up, up, up we go! Is there anything on the top? I do have to climb the top. Okay. I'm gonna opt for the jumping mode here. Yeah, because the grid is only about half done. If the front and back didn't count as the same object, it would be closer to fully done. Alright, so I'm guessing each side also has grime on it. Yep, it does in fact have grime. It's a full 360 degrees here. Oh, we've got graffiti. Graffiti in this game is always wonderful. This one's just of a smiling guy though. Dang. I haven't seen any... Has there been any gnome graffiti? I don't think there has. Hey! A Stussy! Hey, and a heart! E plus L! Oh, okay. I have to actually... E plus L. Let me get a screenshot of this. This is worth knowing. When I find something like this, did the screenshot actually happen? When I find something like this, I want to know, is this somebody who worked on the game, somebody who worked on the production, or a reference to something that could have existed in universe? Like, is this E plus L? Oh, his mother's name was Lorraine. What was his dad's name? His dad's name was McFly, obviously McFly. It wasn't Marty, obviously. What was his dad's name? Marty McFly... Dad? George. So it's not George and Lorraine. Although, knowing how much of a slut Lorraine was, it could be a lot of other people in Lorraine. Is that a butt? I think that one's a butt. It's a butt farting. Real mature, guys. Real mature. Anyways, we got a Stussy. I am happy. We got a Stussy. There's another butt. Why are there so many butts on this wall? Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta check the other edge. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I can just barely reach it from here. I have to make sure I don't accidentally clean anything else, because the task set to me is clean the grid wall first. Specifically first. So So as long as nothing else stings, I'm okay. Yeah, it's storage. Thank you, Samasa. Let's see. George, when he was in the 50s, pretended his name was Calvin Klein, but he did go by Marty. So it's not Marty plus Lorraine, nor is it Calvin plus Lorraine. The only thing I could... Oh! What's Doc Brown's girlfriend's name? Doc Brown's girlfriend. Doc Brown's girlfriend. Doc Brown. Old West girlfriend. Clara. Damn it, it's not Clara. It is not Emmett plus Clara. I was hoping for a second, when in my mind what happened was this, was love graffiti put there by Doc Brown and Clara. Haha, back to the theater. In the Holomax Theater, clean the grid wall first, and I did it. I was thinking that maybe I would find, like, a little heart from Emmett and Clara in every single level, but no such luck. Anyway, that'd been cool. If I had time travel, I would definitely go around town making little hearts for S plus V. That's Saerin plus Val. We actually have that on a flower planter that I painted. It says S plus V forever with the number 4. And I'm very proud of myself because my hands, they don't work right. So actually just getting that painted, we went to like a social thing where we did that. Just getting that painted was kind of a struggle for me. My hands, first of all, I've never been able to draw. Second of all, my hands are getting worse all the time. Hey, there's a real fun trick from the special effects team have done for this movie theater if you want to try it out. Huh, I wonder what that could be. How did you do this in 1989? Just stand on the special marker on the road, wait for the magic. If I had time travel, I'd go to Woodstock, then probably come back home. Yeah, well, you'd bring back some STD that has not been heard of in 50 years. You'd be like patient 0 for a new outbreak of, mega gonorrhea or something. But yeah, I could see why I would probably join you. It'd be worth it. Cause the downfall of humanity. Also, remember while you're there, do not take the brown acid. I repeat, do not take the brown acid. That is reaching really far back into references, but what you guys think of as memes, I mean, there's always been stuff like that, just repeated ad infinitum between stupid groups of stupid friends. Do not take the brown acid originated from Woodstock, supposedly, where I believe Jimi Hendrix had to take the microphone on stage and tell people that if you get handed brown acid, do not take it because people were getting way too... I don't know if it was way too high or if there was actually, like, something poisonous about it. But yeah. Don't take the brown acid. You go to Woodstock. Worth it! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see video of Woodstock. I don't know if I could have sex in the mud like that. I mean, yeah, I'd be fine with having sex outdoors in a big group of people, but in a, like, gross pile of mud that is probably at least 30% pee? No, probably not. No, thank you. It did. It was badly manufactured, according to the announcer, and people thought they were poisoned, so it advertised, if you want to experiment, just take half a tap. That's part of the lore that I didn't know. The question now is, would you? Would you try half a tab? Or would you be too scared? I think I'd be too scared. I've done acid, and it's nothing to joke around with. It will change your life. And I feel like if it's poorly manufactured or giving you more of a high than it should, I think that's too life-changing. I think a good amount of life needs to be changed, but not all of it. I don't want to come out of it speaking like Dutch for no reason. It'd be really hard to function in this society. Nobody speaks Dutch. Not even people from Holland anymore. They're near the runners. So I promised you fun predictions from the film, right? Strap yourself in. Here we go, guys. God, I don't think they've made like a full cutout of a movie marquee that I've seen. God, for like maybe 20 years. They went out of style a long time ago. Too expensive. Oh, I think that's for sure. Oh, prediction 1, there will be flying cars galore in 2015. Oh, I think that's for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we had them by 1995. I really hope we have them by 1995. I turned 30, and it would be great to have my party in space. Oh, poor baby. I'm so sorry, Alex. I just realized Alex is a non-gendered name. Could be male or female. I don't think we've gotten any clues, one or the other. It's like naming a character Sam. Be advised, the shark is not real. Although if you're on acid and you step into that spot, you're probably going to fucking have a heart attack. This world is not kind to the addict. This time it's really, really personal. I'm trying to think, when the production on this movie started, what? I mean, obviously Steven Spielberg was no longer working on Jaws. I think he only did the first one, and the rest are shameless cash grabs. But I'm trying to rethink of what Jaws movies would have been out by then. There's not 19. Let's see, Jaws 3 was 83. Holy crap, they started earlier than I thought. Jaws 4, The Revenge was out in 1987, and Cruel Jaws was out in 1995. Alright, so Jaws the Revenge was out, and I think that was the one that used the tagline, "This time it's personal," which is weird because sharks can't have revenge. They kind of are incapable of those complex feelings. But I've never seen them. I've only heard them described to me from other people. Apparently they start getting into like voodoo curses in the Jaws series. Like the family from the original guy who took out the first shark was cursed by the dead shark's mother with a voodoo curse or something like that, to be hunted to the ends of the earth until his bloodline has disappeared. And that's kind of what the rest of the next couple Jaws movies are about. They are horrible. And yet still so fun to watch. I'm gonna do it one of these days. Val and I actually, the first time we saw Jaws was at a water park. What they did is after hours they closed down the wave pool, and we just floated in the wave pool with a giant screen to one side of the wave pool that they projected the movie on. Now when we started, we did not know that Jaws is like a 3-hour movie. In fact, how long is this one? This one is less than 2 hours, so not so bad. But Jaws is like a 3-hour movie, and sitting in a wave pool with like 40 other people who shouldn't be drinking but probably are, it gets weird, and you get pruny. Anyways, we did stay for the whole thing. The thing was, this was at a resort, so afterwards we were walking back to the hotel room, and we were propositioned by another couple, and that was a pretty fun night. Let's see here. I always love when the other couple comes to us, because that makes things a lot easier on both of us. Val and I both kind of have social anxiety disorder. Like, Val, like I am of the mind that if I don't have any social obligations, I'll just stay in and never do anything, which is why I'm trying to break that out of that. I'm trying to find like other couples around our apartment complex that would be into the idea. But it is a real scary prospect to be the one to float it out there. You have to be absolutely sure you're picking up on the right vibe from the other couple. Otherwise, it's embarrassing. Oh, production 2, hoverboards. Oh my god, he's getting every single one right, if you were talking about the movie and not real life. We did have that stupid thing called hoverboards. They were not hoverboards. Gotta say, I'm skeptical. It's a big ask. Yeah, unfortunately gravity as we understand it is monopolar, so only like attracts like. Do not know why gravity cannot be, there's no such thing as anti-gravity. As far as I understand it, that's what the whole Higgs boson particle is supposed to explain. Gotta say, I mean, skating park feels like a fad already. Wheels on a plank, come on. Shut up, dude. Although, if we have hoverboards, surely we could have hover shoes. Oh, hover heelys. Calling it hover heelys. Next big thing. That'll be a lot like jet boots. We'll be like Mega Man just sort of floating around. Please let us have hover shoes by 2015. I'll be 50 and I could host a disco on a lake or something. We'd all float there like Jesus. That's what we should do. We should get hover shoes, time travel back to ancient Rome, and just like punk Jesus. Jesus is like, look at me walk on water, sons. And then we just walk up right beside him. It's like, yeah, we can all do that. You're not special, dude. Just change the whole course of religion. Just make Jesus question if he's even really divine. Goes through a demigod with an existential crisis. It's a good band name. Maybe not band name. Probably more like a song. You probably write a song with the theme of a demigod having an existential crisis. I could see like Spinal Tap or Ninja Sex Party doing those. Alright, small pilaster. It looks like I'm gonna have to climb up and get the top of it, which means there's probably one on the other side as well. Oh, I already got the top. That's weird. Oh well, while I'm here, let's just get this vestibule. Oh, turret. It's called a turret. When I was a kid, I had a friend with a house that had these. I lived in a trailer park. He had a house with turrets. I wasn't bitter. No, sorry. I lived next to an airport. He lived literally half over a river. Like half of their house had stilts down into the river. Eat the rich, folks. Oh, that's what I was missing. That always seemed like the height of extravagance to me when I was a kid. Because it's like, what if your house falls into the river? Do you have enough money to just buy a new house if it falls into the river? What if you're just standing on, like, I always wondered, like, what if you were just standing on the floor one day and it gave out beneath you and you fell into the water? What then? You're in danger of drowning, just living your life. No one wants to live like that. What the hell? I mean, now I know they have, like, reinforcement and foundation still over that's still on those stilts, but Jesus Christ. Buttressing. A nice triangular formation, lattice work, holding up the floor. You know, stuff like that. wonder how rich that guy was. Or I guess his family. Because I was his friend when I was 12. My in-year-old 12-year-old laughs. You know what? Your outer, however year old you are, should also laugh. It's a funny word. Buttress. Buttress, buttress, buttress. Prediction, Jaws 19. In fact, let's go see if there's any buttresses to clean. I'll clean some buttresses. Oh, these are just arches. Yeah, no buttresses. Gotta get to church for that. If you go to church, you better watch your buttress. Alright, let's see the other side. Jury's out on that one. I mean, who doesn't want to watch a shark movie? There's so much there. Yeah, unfortunately they ran out of ideas after, well, during the first one. There really wasn't even any place to go with Jaws 2. Oh, I feel like I need to go higher. Especially if you branch out to hammerheads. Okay, so a different movie for each type of shark. I see. You know what? He might have something there. I take it back, Alex. You are a fucking genius. I would watch at least 3 movies about nurse sharks. But I think the maximum number of films for any franchise is 3, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. I mean, after that, isn't that just getting a bit silly? Wow, this game is so meta. Take that, movie industry. Bet you didn't see that scathing review from Alex coming. No, sir. That left him on the ropes. Oh, there's actually... okay. Alright, so I'll do the entire marquee, and I guess I'll do just the rest of the roof last, I guess? I don't know, maybe. I'll think about it. Alright, here we go. Oh, we've got some nice little brass decorations. Brass decorations. Let's see if there's anything over here to clean. No, seems to be clean to me. Is there more to the marquee on the back side here? Nope. Alright, upside windows. What is that thing that is flashing at me? Oh, upper feature wall. Okay. Okay, so all the letters are separate. I might have to go aim at them from a low angle from the other side, just to finish them off. Let's make sure we have a nice clean O. Oh, we've got 2 O's. Well, bonus. I always love when I have multiple O's. Make sure you have a nice clean A. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit some of these from a lower angle, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get low to really get that O. I found that's always good advice. Alright. Woo! 1 O right after the other. That took my breath away. Alright, let's see. Got some of these brass decorations. What are they even called? Hollow project. Oh, those are the projectors. Futuristic technology of the past. I love the retrofuturism aesthetic. Like, if you go see a Bond movie from the 60s, just all of the bubble glass and conversation pits that make no sense. I miss conversation pits. Why don't we have those anymore? Because nobody has conversations. I'm not going to be like Boomer, like, oh, why does everybody talk to each other? I just really like the conversation pits. I've never been in one, it seems like a really good place to have, group activities. So it's something that died out in the 80s, conversation pits, and then a little bit later in the 90s, sunken living rooms. Not a thing that exists anymore, really. I might see, like, a rich person have one, but they had got to the point where, like, they were showing up in residential houses. Like, you'd go to your neighbor's house, Betty and Jim, and you'd see they had a conversation pit, and you're like, oh, these guys definitely swing. 100%. Conversations are hard. That's why it's probably easier to just listen to some idiot while they play a video game on Twitch. Hey, wait a second. I want to let you know, though, Samasa, I always enjoy the conversation that you give me through text. You've been real fun to talk to. Thank you very much. Alright, what's left? What have I not cleaned? Let's take a look at the list. Arches, inner arch keystones. Curtain walls. What's the curtain? Oh, this. Alright, that'll be part of the last section. Entry ceiling lights. Entry pilasters. Lower feature walls. Upper feature walls. Theater roof trims. Alright, let's see what that theater roof trim is about. This is a signboard platform. Theater roof trims. This is theater roof. Oh no, that's turret roof. Theater roof trims. This is the upper side window frame. Theater roof trim, there's one. Alright, so anything that... Wait, no, where... Huh. I guess there's probably one on the other side. Woo! I jumped high. Theater... No, that's alley ledge. Theater roof trims. Oh, this one. Gotcha! Alright. Got it! Alright, I'm gonna want to be here when I finish, so I guess I'll do all this stuff last, and I'll do behind here on the roof. I still have to jump down for a second, though, and get around the entryway. There's a few things I missed down there. Your conversation with me tonight has soon coming expiration time. I'm sorry to say, it's already 4 a.m. and I'm starting to feel it. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for joining me, Samasa. I have just one last thing to clean, and spoiler alert, it is Doc Emmett's time-traveling train. So that's all you'll miss. It'll probably only be like a half-hour level. I'll probably finish this up about 5 a.m. Wait, it is 5 a.m. I'll probably finish this up about 6 a.m. Alright. Arches and keystones. I'm missing one each. Which arch am I missing? That one. Probably the keystone over here as well. Keystone. Right there. Which keystone was I missing? Huh. Huh. Oh, it's the, inner arch keystone. Oh, there it is. Alright. Next up, we've got entry ceiling lights. Oh, that's these things. I'm probably going to have to get above them. Although I did get 3 without getting above them. Okay. It's just these edges. Got it. Curtain wall, but part of the last part. Entry pilasters, I'm missing 2. Entry pilasters, we've figured out those were pillars that are recessed into the wall. Oh, it's this one. Where at? I don't see anything. Probably on... Wait, this side? Yep, there it is. Alright. Oh, I was missing two, wasn't I? Probably the same one on the other side. Oh, here. Probably this. Yep, right there. Alright, let's see. We are missing still lower feature wall. And I think, yeah, everything else is up above me. Everything else is up above me. Lower feature, oh, this one. Except for this part. This was still below me. Alright, curtain wall, curtain wall. Upper feature walls times 2. As far as shark biology goes, I would say no. Oh. Pretty much every part of their anatomy is made of spikes. Like, every part. But yeah, I would watch, like, at least two or three movies about nurse sharks alone. So yeah, there is a limitless amount of, shark movies you can make. And I think, Alex is right. Anyway, here it is, your moment of zen. Yay! I did it! Yay! Sleeping in today or just going with a little sleep? I am probably going to be sleeping until the afternoon. That's usually what I do on the weekends. Anyways, time lapse. Let's see if I caught myself jumping. Nope, just crouching. Seen the movie theater and it's practically sparkling. Looks just great, and you've got us right back on schedule. I can't wait to see Marty's face once we're all set up and that shark flies out at him. I can't tell you exactly what's next, but keep your pager handy. We're probably going to need you again very soon. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I usually sleep till, like 2 p.m. or something. Yeah. Not a bad time to wake up. Alright, let's see for a second. One level left. Let's see, what is that? Oh, so one thing I noticed is that they're not calling him, Michael... Wait, what's his name? Michael J. Fox. They're not calling him Michael J. Fox. So, either they couldn't get permission to use the name, or they're just pretending that Back to the Future is real. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, excuse me. Last level. Doc's time train. Now there is one item I have to clean here first, so I have to be sure I don't clean something accidentally. Carson Spur, Hilldale, 1990. Thanks for fitting. Wait. Oh, thanks for fitting. Hey pal, thanks for fitting us in again. We're wrapping up the third and final, and do we mean final, film now. And boy is the scheduling getting tight. We went back to the Wild West in this one, which naturally means we've got a time-traveling steam locomotive. How else is Doc going to ride those timelines? I'm really not sure what's happened, but the time train looks like it's been driven through a rainbow. I don't know if this has anything to do with some multicolored logs that we used in an earlier scene to get the Old West train up to 88 miles per hour. Regardless, we need it clean for our next shot. I'll leave you to it. You know what you're doing, and thanks a lot. Ha, they do use rainbow-colored smoke for some reason to try to get the train up to 88. It's very visually stunning, I have to say. Good choice on part of the, director of photography, or whoever came up with that idea. Anyway, got a time-traveling train. It is opening and closing rapidly all the time. What's over here? Oh my god. I have to find out if the train set was set up right next to some apartments in North Hollywood. That would be... Oh, I know. Yeah, wait, that's the Hill Valley sign. Wait, there were apartments just right off the screen and when they were shooting the Hill Valley sign? Or am I forgetting something? Anyway. Alright, let's see here. First thing we need to clean is... Clean the flux capacitor and its particle colliders first. Alright. Whoops. Alright, so let's find out what those are. Well, I know what the flux capacitor is. But, flux capacitor and its particle colliders. So, oh no. So is it just the capacitor or does that include the housing? Let's do the colliders first. And then, let's do the flux capacitor first. Where is it? I'm probably gonna want just a, one straight nozzle. Alright, where is it? It should be in the cab, right? Flux capacitor. Can I open the cab? Doesn't seem like it. Where are you, flux capacitor? I thought for sure it would be... Oh! Oh, is that it? Oh, it is! I didn't realize that he had like an old steampunk flux capacitor. Hello again. Looks like this is going to be our last job together. It's the final scene of the entire trilogy. Gonna just clean... Oh, well that was a quick one. Thanks, Alex. Oh, I didn't see if he had a, new, position. Right, flux capacitor. So, does that include... Yes, it does include the fan behind it. I did not even know that there was a steampunk flux capacitor in the train. For some reason I thought it still looked like the old one. Yay! This is what makes time travel possible. In Doc's time train job, clean the flux capacitor and its particle colliders first. That just leaves the final achievement, which is finish this level. Yay! Oh, I don't want to... Doop. There we go. Alright, what do we clean last? I think I will clean the front of the cab of the train last. I'm gonna try to get up on... Yep, okay. So the last part will be me facing down, trying to catch myself jumping during the time lapse. Although this thing's cool too. Anyways, let's start with this entire back section. Alright, go back to the trident. Now I just have to clean a massive train. Yeah, don't worry. I'm real good at cleaning oblong objects. Tons of practice. Don't worry, this train will be ready to ride through as many tunnels as it can get its tracks through. I'm not going to disappoint you there, don't worry about it. Cooling vents. It doesn't actually look like there's dirt in the, I guess, flames of the reactor core here. Not quite sure what... You know what? I don't think it's answered. What does the train actually, the 1.21 gigawatt power jolt that makes it slip through time, what does it use to actually generate that? Because, I mean, he's not going to have plutonium. They're, I think, at least 20 years from even discovering radium. What, did he, like, go meet the Curies and be like, hey, I need you to work on something a little advanced for the time? Hey, Sheldon the Vaporian. How you doing? I was love having you around. We're finishing up Back to the Future. Just got this train to clean. Looks like it's going to take me probably about another 20 minutes. Unless I talk about something esoteric and I pause for a while. Which is always a possibility, knowing me. I don't know about you, but this looks exactly how I'd expect a time machine to look if it were made by an inventor who traveled into the future before becoming stuck back in 1885. You know what? Fair. This does in fact look like that very specific situation. Alright, we got the coupling here. Oops! Oh! I actually missed what he said there. Back. Oh, Alex is the script supervisor now! Oops, sorry, I think I might have been a spoiler. He's the script supervisor now. Good job, Alex. He made it. No wonder why the third movie is full of a lot more crazy ideas than the first two. Although I have to say, he is a lot more creative. God, I want to watch these movies now. I think I'm going to watch Back to the Future 2 and 3 tomorrow. I already did Back to the Future 1 on November 5th, oddly enough. I say oddly enough because that's the year in 1955 that Marty travels to. The day in 1955 that Marty travels to. November 5th. I didn't even know until I started watching the movie. And I'm like, wait a second. That's today. Of course, also V for Vendetta. I also ended up watching that movie. Once I realized it was November 5th, I had to watch V for Vendetta. I kinda hate that the, Guy Fawkes iconography was taken over by Anonymous. That's kind of annoying. It's a cool mask. You don't want to have to wear it and have to explain, no. I just like the aesthetic. I don't have anything to do with 4chan. That's not entirely true. I did actually grow up on 4chan. Not something to be proud of, but yeah, it did happen. I saw Back to the Future once, like a while ago. Well, I mean, they're not bad movies. They are the epitome of not bad. They are just easily digestible little nostalgia pills that you can take from time to time. The time train is based on the legendary Saerin Railway No. 3 locomotive, which is a total Hollywood legend in its own right. I did not know that. Like the career of any true movie star, it has been derailed, marked for scrapping, but it has always come back stronger. That's kind of grim, but okay. Kind of a dark take on the role of the movie star in our society, but you do you, Alex. You do you. I haven't really been on 4chan much at all. You know what, I'd say I grew up on it, but I really only visited it from time to time. I wasn't like on 4chan every single night. I would go probably once every couple months, just to see what was happening that day. I never caught any of the big things, like people telling iPhone users to put their iPhones in the microwave. That was hilarious, but I wasn't there for it. I think the only thing I was there for is when they named Yotsuba the mascot, and then proceeded to have the joke of no one must elude the Yotsuba ever. I think that was probably the only rule they enforced for quite the longest time. Alright, leaving me to it. Have a good rest of the stream and rest once you're all done. Bye-bye, Sinlessa. Thanks for talking with me today. I really appreciate it. You gave me some of your time, and you really didn't have to do that. Thank you. I don't really know much about 4chan either. Yeah, all I get is the roundups for when they do some sort of late epic prank, and now I am really regretting saying those words out loud. I'm pretty sure that's not even 4chan speak, that's probably Reddit talk. I know doing it for the lulz is a 4chan thing. Just doing it for the lulz. Let's see, I think I have to hit these side pipes from the top to finish off. Oh, is there? Oh, I see. There's like a little bit right here. Oh, there we go. I think I gotta get that on all 4 cartwheels. No, this one's very clean. What am I missing here? Oh, there. Alright, let's try and get them cartwheels done. Cartwheel truck. It's a good truck, built for tough. What am I? Oh, there we go. Every time I'm about to say what am I missing, I always get the thing. Alright. I tried very hard and I succeeded in not saying what am I missing there. Whew. That was probably the toughest thing I've ever had to do. This back window looks like the Imperial insignia from Star Wars, although I know 100% that it is, inspired by the port view window in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. This whole section here is pure Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which, if you have not seen the movie with, was it Kirk Douglas, I think, in the lead? It was the 50s version. It is incredible. Even for the time, all the stuff that they did. They had to do like a whole bunch of diving scenes and everything. It was a pretty neat feat for the time. I am a sucker for old diving movies. There's not a lot of them, but it is a thing that happens. Like, The Life Aquatic and, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Anyway, there's a bunch of ones. There's like a lot of B movies that were inspired by 20,000 Leagues or its ilk. So you've got like The Land That Time Forgot. Anything with a steampunk aesthetic, anything with that Jules Verne aesthetic obviously is great. But then, like, on top of that, if it has like a diving component or a island adventure component, like Swiss Family Robinson, those are my favorite old-timey movies. I guess you could lump them all into like the adventure genre. I don't really know much about Fortune either. What is Alex doing? Who? The script supervisor? Oh, did I not read something? No, I saw read everything. What is Alex doing? I assume you're talking about the Alex in this game. They won't have another thing until 60%. Another, what's it called? Text message? Or beeper, pager message? There we go. Alright, let's see what still has to do on this backside. Cab buffers. Oh, okay. Cab coupler. That's this thing. He'll talk to me again at 60%. So we'll find out in 8% more. Alright, let's see. What is this 66? Flux field regulators? That's from the front. Reactor car fin. Alright, so there are a couple things on the reactor I still haven't done. He built his own nuclear reactor. I don't think... He's a physicist, but I don't think he had that sort of training. Anyway, reactor car fin, cooling vents, coupler, flux boxes. Okay. So there's one fin I haven't hit. Come on, dude. Get back. Get up there. Get up there. Come on, dude. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I'm a big strong man. I'm gonna have to go from the front, or I can probably jump off this. If you're on a slope when you jump, you get a nice boost like that. Okay, reactor cooling vents. What am I missing here? There's the fin part I'm missing. Cooling vents. Oh, there's some I haven't hit over here. Alright. missing flux box and coupler. Flux box and coupler. Sounds like a Cartoon Network show. Flux box and coupler. This is the coupler. Yeah, this is the coupler. Tell you, I could go for some coupling. And the flux box. What is the flux box? Reactor car flux box. That's the side vent. That's the body. There's the nose. Oh, flux box. Here we are. I would not in a million years have called that. Alright, let's start from the bottom of the engine and work our way up. Got a lot of moving parts here. Don't know what these do. This is the paddle hammer. Oh, what is that? What is it called? Flux field regulator, mallet pad, and mallet. Alright, that's what they do. Whatever the heck that means. All I know is that they're banging. They banging. Back and forth. This one's being pulled apart by two different magnets. We got a lot of suggestive circuitry on this train. This one's banging both ways. This one's getting spit roast. Have you ever asked my favorite color, and it's a pink? It is black and pink at the same time. Just a second. There we go. So if I were pressed to name one over the other, I would say pink. But I would be happy if I would be able to say a color motif of black and pink is my absolute favorite. Because I feel like you need the black to actually accentuate the pink. Like, I liked Barbies when I was a kid, but I always felt like they were too flowery. They have a couple good ones now, but back when I was a kid, it was mostly just Barbie wore everything pink, everything pink. There's no variety. I felt like you needed the black to offset the cuteness of the pink. Otherwise, what's the point? Oh, let's leave those for later. I'm getting a little too high. Gotta make sure I don't clean everything before I get up there. Alright, we got ourselves a nice cow catcher. This does not look like a cow catcher I'd want to be hit by. Oh, those poor cows. Oh, he's slicing them right in half. Okay. Doc Brown's kind of sick, man. The cow catcher is supposed to gently push the cow away. Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's supposed to push the remains of the cow away. But, we can't be picky here. We're just going to assume that there was never a single cow that was hurt by a train. I live in this reality, and you can't make me come out of it. Getting a lot of dings here. I like pink, but it's not too bright or extreme. I use what I call fairy pink. So, for instance, my name, this color. So, I use what I call fairy pink. It is hex code FFAAEE. So, like the first three letters of fairy. And I find it's not like a gentle pink, it's more of an electric type of pink, I think. Especially when it's on a dark background. But that's my color. Pretty much all of my stream elements, and the text at least, is set up to be that color. Oh, we got ourselves a two-way bang on this side as well. I always like to see a good two-way bang. because I think I just, have your buddy join in. Might as well try. Oh! Here's Alex. Oh, did I miss a message from Alex? Looks like you're nearly done, so I wanted to say how great it's been having you on set. Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I literally have no idea how you store all that water in that backpack of yours, neither do I. I think I'm a witch. I'm a water witch. Honestly, when your gear belonged in another of these movies, set even further into the future. Har har har. We are, in fact, living further into the future. Alright, did I miss something that he said at 60%? Again, looks like this. Oops, sorry, spoiler, time train, career running movie star. Looks like, oh, he didn't say anything at 60%. Alright, well, that's the last time we're talking to Alex, unfortunately. If you were a water witch, what would you do? Alright, so a water witch, in reality, is somebody who's able to use divination over a bowl of water. I've also heard a water witch being called somebody who's able to douse water for wells, but I think that I've only heard that done once, and I think it was a misnomer, because a water witch should be able to just be able to do water divination. So, I don't know, if I could actually divine the future, probably win the lottery, get enough money that I did not have to work ever again, and then retire. Although, I know, for plot purposes, you cannot divine anything that would be commercially expedient for yourself or others. I know that's a rule according to witchcraft, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Divination is telling the future, or learning facts about the present that would be impossible to know, like the true culprit in a murder mystery that has no clues. Basically, it's asking a spirit for advice. Usually a god of some sort, though sometimes just a ghost. In this case, it would be just staring into a bowl of water and hoping that the psychic currents around it give you a message about what's going on. To be clear, I don't believe any of this stuff actually exists in our reality as we understand it. I just think they're cool. Like, I don't expect to ever see a ghost for real. But, I mean, there's gotta be universes out there where ghosts can exist, so I guess they're not completely fake. Just won't ever intersect with my concept of reality. Alright, let's get the rest of these canisters. Alright, did I do the entire front of the crane? Smokebox, that's me. Anybody asks you, you call me Smokebox. Because my box is smoking. A lot of friction, it's actually a big problem. It's not supposed to be smoking, but it is. I should probably see a doctor about that. Doctor, my box is smoking. Well, it'll take 2 aspirin to call me in the morning. Now, how are you going to be paying for this? Doctor, why did porn music start? There's gotta be more to this universe than what we know. Yeah, I mean, maybe not this universe, but there's other universes. There's gotta be a reality out there where ghosts can interact with humans. And I bet humans are really annoyed that ghosts are always interacting with them. There's more people dead than there are alive. Imagine if you had to deal with 92 billion other people just checking up on you, and these ones can walk through walls. They can watch you masturbate. You can't stop them. If they want to see you masturbate, they're gonna do it. And they're like, Grandma! Grandma's like, sorry, just curious. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I have now created a sitcom where ghosts are, and a society where ghosts are normal, and Grandma's kind of a pervert. Grandma should probably be locked up, but you can't do that to a ghost. Unless you're a Ghostbuster. And remember, busting makes me feel good. We're right back to masturbation. I mean, it's not my fault. These things have meanings. They know what they were doing when they wrote that song, with that line in the song. They knew what I was going to think about when the guy yells out, "Bustin' makes me feel good." They knew. I am not at fault here. I am blameless in this exchange. Anyway, let's clean this train. Jeez Louise, this is more annoying than that ghost that wouldn't leave me alone in the bathroom. They were just curious. They just want to know how things work down there. Alright, let's see. Anything else? Cab roof. I think it's about time for your moment of zen. Let's see if there's anything low that I still need to get. Alright, cab doors. Oh, yeah, I should get that. Which one still needs cleaning? The other one on the other side. This. Oh my god. Yeah, that needs a cleaning, alright. That's my bad. Oops, I left the window there. Okay. Again, I don't want to get too high, but I think I want to do the undersides of these, if I can. Is the spiral thing actually clean already? I can't tell. Boiler. Okay, that's up there. Well, first, actually, let me look around, make sure there's nothing, like, down here. Alright, looks good. Looks good. Alright, so the rest should all be up top. What was that 94? Bell? Alright. Bell. Engine furnace outlets. I'm gonna take a look at what that is. Engine output rods. I think I need to figure... Flux capacitor housing, I know what that is. Excuse me. Run board flux... Oh my god, I am hiccuping now and I can't stop. Signal lamps? Steam dome. Alright, so I think just... drive rods, definitely I need to... One of those is going to be down here. This one. Am I missing the bottom side? Yep, okay. Drive rod is done. Always like the good drive rod. This train's got two. It's a good number of drive rods to have. Let's see. Signal lamps up here. Why you gotta be satisfied with one drive rod when you can have two? Run board flux bands. Oh. Jump please, thank you. Alright. Boiler, we already checked that. Engine output rods. I think that's these things jumping up and down here. Oh, is that it? Okay, that's it. What am I missing on this rod? Usually I can clean rods a lot quicker than this. What am I missing? I have been shamed. by not being able to clean this rod correctly. Oh, it's this side. Okay. Let's see. I think that really leaves everything up top. Alright, well here it is, your moment of zen. Yay, I did it! Oh, it's taking off, it's taking off! I wonder if I could have ridden it. Oh god, oh god! Jesus Christ, I lost my head! Off yes! Bye! Oh god! Oh, star fire! Oh shit! Well, I guess where he's going he doesn't need tracks either. Woo! We did it, guys! Alright, time lapse. Time lapse. I'm gonna... Oh! I'm not even on screen. I guess I was jumping. Wait, no. Oh, no, never mind. I guess I was jumping right out of frame. Another outstanding job, thank you. I'll admit I was skeptical that such a thing as a power washer could be good for us, but you've been terrific through the production of all 3 films. I'll put the word out for you. Who knows, there may be more productions in contact with you one day. Thanks a lot, and all the best. Whew, alright, thanks everybody. That takes care of all of the, Back to the Future levels today. Everybody who talked to me, Sheldon the Vaporeon, aka Big Red, Sinlasa, Seshex, and Caius. Thank you for spending time with me, I really appreciate it. To everybody who watched on Twitch in the past, hope I didn't creep you out too much. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, you probably should, make better choices with what you watch, but I'm not going to tell anyone. Love you all. Nighty night.